Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to what will end up being a very long day of football. We have the VFL watch along, which starts pretty much now in less than a minute. So we'll be sure to share the link in the chat and just go from there, really. Was there anything else I need to prepare? So I've got the resume back when game resumes slide, so I need to make sure I add that to the stream. Get these retainers out. 1 second. There's probably going to be roughly an hour or 8 hours of stream. Welcome. Guys, can you hear the commentary? Can you hear it at all is what I need to know. Is that Doug Kerr greatness that you're referring to? That Doug Kerr. And I got to get this timer right, don't I? Tools, scripts. I'm going to press start when I have the game starting. So we're at the first bounce. Oscar Steen, Ed Allen, DeMattia, Brady Gray in the middle. No commentary. Beautiful. And start timer. We're live. We've got the scoreboard, the interactive scoreboard, settled for the first time as well. So we're well prepared for this stream. Get ready for 8 hours of just doing nothing but consuming footy content. No commentary. Good. Brendan, how you doing? Shane Price. Why do I read that as Shane Price? It's just Shane P, isn't it? Albie, how are you? Stefanos, Yasu. All right. Let's get comfortable then, eh? So no Riley Mason, no Joshua Brown. Yeah, I'll share the link. My apologies. Ash Johnson's first game back. Here's the link if you guys want to follow along. Chris, how are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured. Hey, when I have the mic down here, can you still hear me loud and clear even when I'm talking like this? Shot on target and behind for the Pies. Martin, how you going? What is your margin the Pies win by? The VFL Pies, the AFL Pies? I don't know. I don't really do predictions. I don't like it. It's bad juju. Hello to Manny. Yes, you can hear me? Yeah, cool. So that's, I guess we just change the score, don't we? AFL Pies? Yeah, not sure, brother. Expecting a competitive game at the very least. Yeah, good to see AJ. Good to see AJ. Hopefully he gets through unscathed. I think he's on limited minutes today, is what I'm hearing. Ed Allen will want to have a massive game today to put himself back into calculation. Wedding cameraman. If Manny was a part of the match, the watch along Stefanos, especially for tonight, I don't think Pies Footy would have a platform anymore. I'd get cancelled. Who's going to be best on tonight? I'm sensing a 30-1 from Pendlebury. Nice hand pass by Allen there. Yeah, this cameraman is horrible. He's drunk. He's fucking drunk. If I do that, will that affect the focus? Does that throw you guys off? Yeah, and Manny is also 5 minutes ahead of us on stream when we watch the AFL because he's got Foxtel privilege. So I think Ed Allen will want a massive game today just to get right back into the picture. Pies by 12 and Tom Mitchell best on. Schultz best on Grant. Hey, I can get around every single one of those predictions. I do bleed black and white after all. Better get Chris to lift. He'll be here soon. He'll be here soon. What if I might put my chat here. I might move it like so I can see it. There we go. The camera is always horrible for anything but AFL. We need a development pathway for camera. We need an NGA for the camera part for the cameramen as well. It seems we need all kinds of pathways to work on this garbage. I don't know who is watching. So there's Bennett. He's from Hawthorn. He was a category B rookie. How about Boomer doing the watch along? You're just going to have to deal with me, Stefanos. You're just going to have to deal with me. So Ned Moyle, who just played in the AFL for the Gold Coast Suns, has come back down to VFL with Witts finding his way back into the side after being rested for a week. We hope the cameraman is tagging Nick tonight. We're going to do it all together tonight, guys. We're going to do it all together. We're going to eat together. Coffees. There will be no rest for the wicked. Ellery half-eaten dim sim, boys. Special comments. You know what? I was thinking, should I do some sort of halftime segment? But I do want some rest in between. All good, Stefanos. They're all good. They're all good value, aren't they, Stefanos? Boomer, Manny, everyone. That's what makes this channel when we do the Discords and all that sort of stuff. What caught all row bump into the umpire? Just thinking, should I watch it? Should I watch it like this? And then do that? I think we'll do that. All right, cool. Might turn it up. Just confirm with me in the chat. I've just turned up the volume for the game. Just confirm that this is not coming through your screen. Hey, Stefanos, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Of course, Andreas. Hey, we're all in this together at the end of the day. Not Spaniard, how are you? Are you doing any VFL this week? You doing any VFL statistical work? Benny, welcome. Greatness. Will Doug play? He's the 23rd man, so he's actually not too sure. Does the VFL have the sub rule, or how does that work? You know what? That score's a little bit too big for my liking. That's not even. Maybe we need to make this a little bit bigger, don't we? Doing my lid in. You are. I'm really, really anal when it comes to like these. They need to be in perfect alignment. Oh, you know what? That's going to have to do. Cannot hear the game. Good, Martin. You're doing a bunch of Coates girls this week. Fair, fair. Some is it just? It's going to be. It's 18 and sunny, Brendan. There's just a little bit of a. There's a feeling in about today, isn't there? Like with the VFL, we're doing the watch along, then we go into the main game. Just feels like a special occasion for the Collingwood Football Club this weekend. It just feels different. Or is it maybe because we've come off games like Carlton and West Coast and St Kilda and North Melbourne, and now we're gonna find out a little bit more about this side, or like what do you guys reciprocate that feeling? Andoni Yassel, mate. Andoni from Perth. Ella. Ella Manny. I might move that out of the way. Big Steen, contested mark on Ned Moyle. You'll love to see that. That's our greatness's man. He loves him. Ed Allen. Bro, they need to work on this. They need to do something about this camera work. I need to see these aerial contests. Algieri. Behind. It is a huge game. I reckon it's possibly the hardest game in a run home. Could be. It's shaping up like it's an away game. That Ryanair, brother of Josh. Not a bad kick. Ed Allen certainly accumulating early. Right on cue. Check side from about 40 out. Tough off one step. He started well, though. It's what you want to see. Was having a look earlier. Why the fuck have we played the last 4 games against Gold Coast up there? The fixture's never fair, though, is it? Ed is just everywhere. He might get 40 today. I don't know what his record is at VFL level. Good mark, Bennett. Is that Bennett? Tomo, what's going on, brother? Last time in Melbourne was 2021. I remember that game, Benny. You say 2021 and I think the beginning of the end for Nathan Buckley. Do you think Collingwood could make a late change tonight and bring in Lippy? You see, with Lipinski, if he was half a chance of playing tonight, I would have just had him in and then a potential late out, bring in an emergency. So I don't think he's going to play, no. Oh, just a little bit skinny there. It's because Collingwood draw. Yeah, it's push. Yeah, exactly right. That's the financial logistics behind it. Bringing eyes to the Gold Coast. You know, this camera is actually coming in and out of focus as well. So not only is the camera work and the tracking god awful, it's also shockingly not in focus. Martin, I'm curious. I don't know excuse me if I'm being naive here, but are you relatively new to the channel? I'm always curious to see when people, especially people who actually come to the live stream, I'm curious as to when they found the channel, how they found the channel. I always notice with people watching the regular videos, it's always hard to keep track of who's new and who's not. But with live stream, it's quite obvious when there's someone new, because if they contribute, I'll remember that name. Yeah, it was a horrible game, Brendan. That's for sure. Good pickup, Joel. Handball a bit suspect, but that's okay. Good pressure. Not holding the ball. It's giving you a migraine, huh? Yes, found you by accident. Really enjoyed your views and presentation, so I subscribed. Ah, beautiful. When was it? Like within the last 4 weeks, last 3 months? Welcome. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Tomo, I just have that feeling Cox is going to make a huge impact. I'm thinking at least 2 goals from him. Is that a goal? Mark inside 50. I'm thinking, hey, look, he needs to have a big game if he's any chance to stay in the side. It's going to be extremely hard. He has an opportunity at the very least. Spaniard says, from watching Ed in the past, he does look a lot stronger in the VFL now. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. He's actually found continuity at AFL level. So when you go back, there's this needed natural arrogance to go back to the VFL and just prove your levels above. And he's doing that consistently now, so it's good. Are we going to win? Manny, are we going to win? Malaka. I need to add a scene. And it's going to be BRB. Ignore that. A month roughly. Found you by searching Collingwood's content. You were by far the best. There's not a lot of us out there, to be fair. It's probably like 3 or 4 channels that do Collingwood content, including Tomo. Tomo's a bit more general AFL though. But welcome, Martin. So if you're in Queensland, are you far from the stadium? The People First Stadium? And if you're from Queensland, how did you adopt the Collingwood Football Club as your team? Are you initially from Victoria? Are your parents or grandparents from Victoria? What's the story? And they got a goal. They got an instant response from centre bounce. I'm a little bit lackluster with the scores here. I feel like he's in his head thinking if he doesn't play well, it could be. It could be. That's the reality. That's the truth. Cox has forgotten how to play the game. Oh, I don't know about that. I think you're 5 minutes from the stadium end times. Originally from St. Albans. How come the move to Queensland end times? Better weather? Work? Family? Moved from Victoria 2 months ago, traveling at the moment, currently in Bowen, no idea where that is, and have KO to watch tonight. Brilliant, brilliant. All right, see how the transition is here. So it's a pretty close game, obviously, 8-10. Looks really, really hot. Big Roo in the back line. Bit of a turnover there, though. MD, I made it. Hey, welcome. Nah, better late than never. Never. We're here. We're here for a long time now, MD. Get comfortable. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your KFC, get your pizza, get your bolognese, whatever it is. Sad Hilly Willy _07. I swear every time we play Gold Coast, they say it's their biggest game in history. Silly Willy Gold Coast, innit? It's the truth. It is probably the truth. It's what it, if there was ever a Pies footy bingo, one of the phrases would be, "It's their biggest game against us." Ned Moyle lining up for goal. Woody, mate, who's standing out so far? Ed Allen standing out like a sore thumb. Oscar Steen started well. Got the copy before coming in. All sorted. Every time. Every time. Honey soy chips and beer tonight. I'm ready. Love it. Convenience food. Unbelievable. Is that Uber Eats from 7-Eleven, Brendan? All right, centre bounce. This is Big Roo and Ned Moyle. Umpire cooks the bounce. So Smith battles and Ed Allen gets the handballing clearance. Haven't seen Ash Johnson just yet. Josh Brown injured. Riley Mason not in the side, by the way. Pierre, how are you? Ella Malaka are meeting Wombats for dinner. Leftover Wombat. Good tackle, Glover. Nah, I can't do it in a lounge. If I go to the room, nah, that's totally fair. Good pressure from the Pies early. From Coles on the way home from work and a lamb souvlakia. Mate, can't go wrong. It's freezing out there, isn't it, Pia? It's quite cold. Shocking throw in. You'll be at Oriental tonight, no doubt, Manny. Worried about tonight with the Brody Myercheck exclusion. Well, also Paddy Lipinski. It's testing our depths, but we've passed every test this year pretty much. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be tough. Gold Coast at home. They're playing for critical position in their season. Who's that? Who took that mark? Gold Coast have a mark. Inside 50 should convert. Pissing down outside, is it? It was pissing down where I was before, but not right now. He missed it. Wow. Fair enough. Chicken schnitzel here, chips and veggies. Wife and daughter cooking. I'm enjoying. Typical vlog, mate. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. I always say to, stick to your strengths. We all complement each other. Isn't that right, MD? Good mark. Steen started strong this game. Greatness will be frothing right now. Ryanair, brother of Josh. Gold Coast trying to get it out of there, D50. They do so. What is the cameraman doing? Where is the ball? Oh. They miss, but fucking hell. This camera work is atrocious. If I do drink, I'm more of a bourbon man, Brendan. I'm pretty content with a Jimmy. Good luck tonight. Good luck tonight, mate. Should be a better match either way. A good match either way, 100%. Thanks, Woody. Yeah, it's quite a dynamic forward line, isn't it, Luke? With or without my check. We're quite acquainted with playing with many different builds of forward lines at the moment. Yeah, cameraman's sack him. Must be the work experience kid on the tools. The sun must be in their eyes, and they haven't got sunnies on. They don't have a cap on. I don't know. Mark, I don't know why your message got retracted. So just bear in mind if anyone's message gets retracted in these streams, I'm not actually removing them. It just happens. I don't know how to fix it. As long as we're not bombing it in Carlton style, that's right. Thank God we don't do that. Allen has had at least 8 touches this quarter. Go the Jack. I can't stand Jim Beam anymore. Any type of bourbon will do me, MD. I'm not a big drinker. I'm really not. It just makes me tired. I say I like Jack or bourbon because I like the taste of it with Coke. That's the only reason why I say I like. I don't actually enjoy the feeling. 13 disposals. Wow. Wowee. DeMattia in transition. How's the kick? If you only choose between... That's holding. Go, Brady. Will Hayes, inside 50. And AJ on the mark. I think I'm a little bit behind. I will need a refresh. I will need to refresh this. If you only choose between Rona or Ed, who would you choose if both play well? Oh, you retracted it. Between Rona, it depends. It depends. If they both play well, who plays better is what I'd go for. Who plays better plays next week. AJ for about 40 out on an angle on the right side, and it's a bit wayward. It's a bit skinny. In fact, it's out in the full. Andreas from Black and White United. Plot twist for season 2025. Ash Johnson dominates a few weeks in. The twos gets the call up and kicks bags in the seniors. Could you imagine the scenes? It'd be a great vindication story, that's for sure. Um, it is wishful thinking, but mate, if whoever comes in does a job, it could be Manny Costo. As if he's playing good footy, get him in. Guys, quarter time. We'll be back. I'm going to set up this screen. So we'll be back at the start of the second quarter. Actually, I might do it this way, guys. I'll be honest. Whoops. Okay, we're back. Sorry. My apologies. Let's get this cooking again. Gold Coast going inside 50. And need to open the panel. Could chat during the breaks. I would love that. I would, but I need a breather as well. I got a toilet. I got to eat. I'm a hungry man. Hey, Southeast. It's going to be a long one, mate. It's going to be a long one, I'll tell you that much. Malcolm Roses, gettable. Parker. Bennett's playing well. Nice. Marnie will line up. By the way, I know it says 1:30, but the timer should be at 2:40. I started the timer late because I didn't. Apparently the quarter time break it beat me. I'm at 2:55 end time. I'm at 3. You know what? I might need to adjust the stream setting to ultra low latency, which I'll need to do for the main game. Look, just for this game, guys, if you're 30 seconds behind me, just pause your... Can you pause your stream and then press play? I'm not sure if you can do that in this with the VFL stream. The Super Marnie brothers. You surprised? Yeah, I thought maybe Will Hayes was a chance last week, Spaniard. $16 apiece. Centre bounce. Oscar Steen facing a good challenge in Ned Moyle. Finds DeMattia. DeMattia. Ed Allen picks up the ground ball. Gets the handball back. Oh, that's smart, Spaniard. So if you guys watching the VFL stream want to like get to where I am, go to 0.5 speed until you're where I am. So I'm at, like I said, don't reference the counter on my screen. It's a little bit off because I started it late. But I'm currently at 4:35, 4:36, 37, 38, 39. Ooh, big tackle. Here we go. Goal from a turnover. O'Brien. Who is Matt O'Brien? Someone let me know. Matt O'Brien. He's obviously new to the team. I'm at 5:35 right now, Manny. I'm at 5:36, 37, 38. Yeah, just slow down the speed of the VFL. There's a speed option until you're at where I'm at. I need to change a setting, but I can't do it while it's live. Mrs. O'Brien's son. I don't get that reference. O'Brien with the handball out as well. DeMattia's been a little bit quiet, hasn't he? I'm at 6:15 end times. And they go inside 50, Gold Coast. Can you put the link up? Yeah, I can. I think that's the live stream link. If anyone wants to follow along. Stewie, you should know. You're all over it. You're supposed to be telling us. He was there last year and possibly the year before. He did an ACL last year, so he didn't play last season. Solid player. That's Matt O'Brien. Gold Coast convert. Scores a level. Back to centre bounce. I wonder if the cameraman in the first quarter got the sack. That's high. It'd be a free kick to Moyle every day of the week. Can you hear that commentary? I can see my audio mixer picking it up. We tried to pursue Ned Moyle last year, but then he signed on for another 2 years at Gold Coast. $21 in Gold Coast, 10 degrees in Melbourne. Crazy. Cameraman got subbed for sure. Oof. You can with headphones in? When he's yelling? Okay. I'll put my AirPods in. All right, you won't be able to hear it now. Another big mark. Collingwood, Gold Coast lining up for a shot. Finlay McRae, I think the injury report said he was 3-4 weeks away from returning. Possibly 4 to 5 weeks. Gold Coast up by a goal. Gold Coast with a bit of an ascendancy in this second quarter. He will be delisted, says Stu. Possibly. It's seemingly more and more likely. Any future from McRae on our list? The injury hasn't helped, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You planning to do both games? I sure am. We're gonna do the VFL watch along. We're gonna do the pre-game show. We're gonna do the watch along, and then we're gonna do the post-game show. So we'll be here all day. We'll be here all day together. We'll need a change of clothes. It's gonna be that dirty. Alex Davies, that's a name we haven't heard at AFL level in a while, right, Vincent? Once again, he was someone Collingwood was somewhat interested in the postseason. Getting a good look at Steen against an AFL ruckman. Yeah, so the game that told me that Steen isn't quite ready for AFL yet was the game against GWS's VFL side. Nicholas Madden for their ruckman, who's I think is now actually playing AFL footy, dominated Oscar Steen in the hit out department. Like Steen will be all right around the grounds, but I think he's still got a bit of work to do with his stoppage and clearance work. Brad, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. That's what we're here for. Uber Eats, yeah. I'm thinking like a HSP. I'm thinking like rice, kebab meat, cheese, and I don't know if this is weird, but it's the wog in me. I get olives with my HSP, mate. Wait, I thought Gold Coast not 28-22, or are they about to go 28-22 with that tackle inside 50? Interesting. The Suns have got some good quality kids. It's the academy, isn't it, Peter? They got Lombard floating around. Caleb Lewis sounds like a familiar name. Was he drafted last year? Is he mid-season draftee? What was he? Yeah, they are 28. 29, okay. Yeah, whoever's keeping score at this stadium is doing a shocking job as well, because they just changed it to 28 and now 29. Jeez, this kid Lewis is everywhere. They have missed a lot of easy shots, haven't they? He's a mid-season pick. I thought so. Where's he from? Jack, Coke, and hot dogs. You know, it's not often I'm accompanied by a hot dog these days. But I tell you what, when I was a little bit younger, every Saturday, Wendy's, hot dog with cheese on it, sauce, job done. Has me sorted. And Lewis just kicked a goal. This guy's dominating. How long Berry? Has he been injured, or is he just stuck in the VFL for the Gold Coast Suns? But yeah, Wendy's hot dogs, unbelievable. Righto. Was he a top overager, Peter? Sandy Dragons must be an overager. Super Dogs at Vic Park. Any Halo fans, go follow my brother on YouTube, Cass Zet, CASSZET. Any Master Chief followers, follow. Backline making it pretty easy. We're getting killed out of the middle as well. Look at this. Parker, you're fired. Darbley, how you going? Johnson looks fit. I haven't seen much from him. Parker, you're fired. Anybody get that reference? Bonus points if you get that reference. Do you think Cochrane could be in the future? Could be a part of Collingwood for the future? Probably. Early days. I think it will take a little bit longer to find out a bit about Joel Cochrane, but he's had a pretty consistent year in the VFL, and I feel like he's getting better each week. He had quite an interrupted preseason as well. So MD Melbourne, if you're talking about the Greek peanut guy, he used to come to all my soccer games back in the day, and he'd just be doing laps, stealing pennies for some nuts. Pretty sure he passed away a few years ago. If it's the same nut guy I'm talking about. Greatness, it is Spider-Man. Yeah, it is Spider-Man. Parker, you're fired. Yeah, Spider-Man. Can't go wrong. Shades of Vince McMahon as well. There must be a few peanut guys floating around then, Stu. Yep. Very good, Quigley. A few Spider-Man fans in the chat. Okay. Some Tobey Maguire. Johnson! Front and center. That'll do, though. Good boy. That'll do. Good contest from AJ in the air. Being from up northern, academies have been massive for AFL participation and talent pathways. Imagine taking father-son away. No academies up north, just as bad as no father-son rule. Yeah, but I think the volume of academy players is a lot higher than the volume of father-sons, right? That's the thing. I haven't had much thought put towards the academy conversation. I haven't had a lot of thought put towards that. I don't think it should be abolished. I think it's just a little bit, it's a bit slanted towards the favour of the Northern Academies. That's all. There's definitely more academy players than there are father-sons floating around for teams to acquire. Who kicked the first goal of the 2018 preliminary final? Brad says the goal. Is he right? Anani. Got to do my multi on my wife's phone. That's the safeguard, huh? Fair enough. Got to be smart. Got to be wise. There's the link for the VFL match. Magnificent Maths. There's a live stream. Correct. Yes. Correct. Correct. 35-28. 19:30 on the clock. Yeah, no competition for AFL and Vic. For Vet, yeah. Gold Coast on the wing, looking to go inside 50. They do. Good smother by... Is that Charlie Dean? 51. Who kicked 5 in the 1990 grand final? Gavin Brown didn't kick 5, did he? Because he got knocked out. Anyone else? Wasn't Dacos. Peter Dacos didn't kick 5, did he? Any news with the... Oh, is it a trick question? Is it Salmon from the Bombers? Any news with the flu? Not too sure. Not too sure, my friend. Essendon only kicked 5 goals. My apologies. My age shows then, doesn't it? Who's Doug Kerr, 81? Moyle intercepts on Oscar Steen. So this is what I'm saying about Steen. I just don't think he's ready yet with those type of contests. Like, that's an AFL caliber ruckman. A fringe AFL caliber ruckman, by the way. So I think he's only 22. He's still a couple years away, I think, the way he's playing at the moment. New segment, Pies History with Stu. We're here, mate. We'll be here all night anyways. So keep it going. You too, Braddles. $36 plays 28. Best day of your life. What did you do? What did you do after the game, half-eaten dim sim? What did you do after the 1990 flag? Did Dim Sim get his pee-pee erect or something after the game? His little Dim Sim. Toughest Collingwood team ever, the 1990 boys. Oh, they get a little Joe the Goose Gold Coast out the back. That's over the top. Cop that. You got Pistons left in a Sharon stand? Where's the Sharon stand? Is that at Vic Park? 2011 Pies were my favourite side. Vic Johnson. 2011 Pies were your favourite side. Such a shame they fell short, huh? Eerily similar record we have compared to them right now. Oh, good mark, Steen. Hey, while we're slagging him, he's coming back and doing that. 2025 Pies are better than 2011. Hard to compare people from different generations though, Peter. You know what I mean? Always hard to compare. Good mark. He went back with it as well, so it was brave as well. Magnificent Mass, you're a little bit ahead of us. Pause it, or make the playback slow for a little bit until we're live. Hit the post. Join us in delay, Magnificent Maths, by like 20 seconds. I'm currently on 24:35. To be fair, like, our percentage is pretty good as well at this point of the year. Went to the middle in Furniture Gully and got wasted. Used to party in the burbs, Wolf. The burbs. Gold Coast inside, forward 50. Rogers with the ground ball. Rogers hits the post. Nah, serious, Stu. Where's the Sharon stand? I'm being honest, mate. I've never been to Vic Park. If that's what you're referring to. Tony. Steen, he's lifting now. Told you, sometimes you got to slag these kids off. And they tell you where to go and they do these things. 2 big marks back to back. That's a high tackle. Yeah, 167 is pretty unreal, to be fair. How could I never been to Vic Park? It's a good question, mate. It's a tragedy, isn't it? An absolute travesty that I haven't been. I'll cop that. How close is this, guys? This is why you're here. You're here to teach me history. I'm here to learn from you guys. How close? You don't watch many VFL games. I think DeMattia, he won't play more than a game this year, a game or two, max. He's playing good in the middle, inside mid. I think his opportunity will arise next year if it comes in. Good one, MD. Love it. It's just the cycle, isn't it? The classic one-legger. It always gets you. DeMattia, flowing on the wing. Good little end-to-end transition here. Need to baptize me. So, AB, how come you're in Gold Coast or Queensland? Or are you from Sydney? Behind. 39-29. Gold Coast favour. Not long to go left in this quarter, you'd imagine. Tony says, I will forget Darren Mullane, but I'm pretty sure he very well means I will never forget Darren Mullane. It's an Australian football icon. I don't like how you've used icon as IKON because it immediately reminds me of Icon Park, and you've used Vic Park in the same sentence. Cooks me. Peter Bryan, when did you get to 4K? Maybe last week? I think last week, my friend. Is this going to be your first watch-along stream of AFL you're doing tonight? I will be doing... This is the first watch-along for this season, but I'm thinking for the interstate games, we'll probably just do every interstate watch-along. Algeria with a goal. Magnificent Maths, you're killing the buzz. You're still ahead of us. You're too far ahead of us, brother. 39-36, Christian Algieri. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing more watch-alongs for the interstate games from here on out. Get live, fellas. You pause for 20. You might need to pause a little bit longer. I apologize. I do apologize. It's my fault. I need to adjust the stream settings. I do, but I can't do it while the stream is live. Hey, Benny, you got to do what you got to do, son. Pies footy takes priority. Lombard from centre bounce, a goal. Good goal. Good goal, to be fair. Roost from 50. Yeah, Benny. Pies footy, mate. Come on. VFL, pre-game, AFL, post-game. Mate, the gym can wait. Stewie, just mute the commentator. You got me to enlighten you for the evening. Sherry Stan was behind the goal at the railway, and there you go. Thank you, Henry. Someone told me. People were making a mockery out of me, but they wouldn't tell me. Pricks. That was a centre clearance by Doug Kerr. Gold Coast looked to rebound. Intercept from Kennedy on the wing. Does he go the barrel? He does. Does he get some purchase? He does, but it's a little bit short in the end. Pies down by 9 points. 45 plays 36. Digsby, welcome. All right, guys. We will see you after the halftime break. Go get your refreshers. Go have a shower. You all stink. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on. All right, hold on. I see what you're saying. So I can get you guys in Discord for the halftime break. All right, I'll do that. I see what you're saying now. All right, I'll do it now. Give me 1 second. Jump into Discord, guys, and you can talk. You can talk and you guys can listen for whoever wants to stick around. Jump in. Media source, Mac OS, audio capture, Discord, application, Safari, go. All right, join in. If you guys want to talk, jump in. I see nobody in there yet, but I'm sure some of you will be jumping in. Nobody's jumped in. All right. Scratch that. Go have a break. Go have a break, guys. Like I said, go have a break. All right, we're back. We've replenished the beverages. These are just as good as soft drinks. I'm telling you. If you want to get off the soft drinks, Luke loves having a dip into Dan Houston, doesn't he? He loves it. All right, quarter 3. Gold Coast start off how they did in the second quarter, and they get the center clearance. They're going to get an inside 50 as well now. Yeah, it took shooter time as well. Interstate player coming back to Victoria. It doesn't happen overnight. At the end of the day, he's not playing horribly. I think he offers things that stats can't show you. Luke, you know, mate, come on, mate. You know I'm one of those guys who if I think a certain way about a certain something, I'll make my voice loud and clear. But I think your Dan Houston narrative, it's unsolicited. Nicole, welcome. Work finished. Now go get comfortable. We're going to be here for a long time. It's going to be a long, hopefully enjoyable night. And that is completely contingent on whether Collingwood win or not. Our mood. Hosting Elliott for 2 goals tonight. Gold Coast have pretty much been dominating for the last 20, the entirety of the second quarter almost, but we are finding ways to stay in touch on the scoreboard. Fuck. Hiccups. This will be a tough. There's no way he kicks this, does he? Well, that's the thing, right? Does Josh Dacos take his game to the level that it is at right now if Dan Houston is not in the side? That's another question you have to ask. Ed Allen, after he had 13 touches in the first quarter, I think he's only at 16 right now. Oh, Shooter he'd be frothing right now. He's trying to get some minutes in the VFL. He's that keen, Lockie Schultz. So my question to you, Luke, is let's just say Houston isn't good enough for the side right now. He's taking up someone else's spot. Who could you possibly put in place for Dan Houston from the VFL? Who is worthy of an opportunity as a like for like with Dan Houston, if we were to go by your logic? I think people prefer the watch-alongs with their YouTube fan channel, whatever you want to call it. The commentary gets a little bit monotonous when you listen to it for the last 20, 30 years of your life. This is a different outlook the way YouTube channels do it these days. Another mark for we'll get the free kick, okay. Collingwood have a rebound 50 opportunity to rebound the ball. Come on, Luke. Who can possibly replace Dan Houston? You say if he's holding up, keeping his spot at the expense of a player in the VFL, who are you bringing in for Dan Houston? If we were to have that conversation, Ed Allen, that's holding the ball in it. High tackle. Noah House. Marnie, they're high. Half our list can play half back. Name someone though. Oleg. I don't think I'm picking Oleg Markov over Dan Houston. Delusional if you think that. I think we need to understand, right? For those who don't, Dan Houston is playing a role. If he wanted to have the numbers he had at Port Adelaide, you just tell Josh Dacos to move aside. That's just the way it's like Jack Crisp. He could be exceptional. He could break numbers if he was playing centre bounce every week, but he doesn't. He has to play on a wing. He has to play on a forward line. He's sacrificing his numbers for the betterment of the team. That's exactly what Dan Houston has been doing all year long. Has he had a couple wayward games? Yes. But for the most part, I think he's been consistent. Intercept from Glover. And that's the thing. I also keep saying, like, one, it's his first season at a new club, Dan Houston. There is a thing called adjusting to the system and understanding the players around you. But there's also the element of, well, let's see how he goes in the final series. Will Hayes going inside 50. And here we go. Goal. Noah Howe's goal. Number 47. 47 plays 42. Gold Coast favour. Stu Peters is back, ladies and gentlemen. Look, and mate, I'll have this conversation every day of the week. But like, if I think you're being delusional, I'm gonna tell you're being delusional, brother. These retainers out, I can't talk. It took Rowan Steele 5 minutes. The 12 months learning system like Schultz is pure club PR spin. I don't think so. I think to also suggest that Rowan Steele has adapted to AFL level is a bit naive. I think mate, he's played one game. Let's see how Rowan Steele goes tonight. Let's see if he can back it up. He's a proven player. He's an All-Australian. Is he a dual All-Australian? Come on, brother. Let's be real. AB says do a Houston poll, but I don't want to embarrass Luke because it's going to be unanimous. It will be Houston clear, obviously. Like, what even is the poll? Good goal. Christian Algieri's played well. Mick, welcome. Who's played well? Ed Allen. Oscar Steen has had some really good moments. Christian Algieri, VFL listed player, has been good. Anyone else? Marnie. I always get confused between the two Marnies. I think the 77 kind has been good. 47, 48, Pies in front. How much better was he than Houston? Who are you saying? Are you saying Rowan Steele? DeMattia with the clearance, intercepted in the middle though. Yeah, now Noah has been all right. Ash has been, pretty quiet, but it's his first game back in how long? Joel Cochran has also been okay, I feel like. Been okay with the ball. He's taking the kick-ins. How do you get live stats in VFL games? So you actually need to go to the VFL app. We can do a little stat update as well while we're here, anyways. So you probably can do it through your desktop, Magnificent Maths, and you can also do it via the VFL app on your phone. Ed Allen has 19 touches and a behind, and Gold Coast kick a goal. Charlie Dean has 10 touches. Algeri 10 touches, 2 goals. Harry Marnie 10 touches, 1 goal. Cochran's got 9 touches. DeMattia's been quiet, 8 touches. Oscar Steen 8 touches, 1 behind, 2 really strong contested marks. Noah Howes 7 touches, 2 goals. Will Hayes pretty quiet. Smith pretty quiet. Ash Johnson pretty quiet. Will Parker pretty quiet. All right, so the scores read 54. 54-48. Gold Coast favour. $11 minutes 26 played on the clock. Yes. Yeah, DeMattia is starting to heat up now. All right, Jake Rogers will get a look in. And Oscar Steen with the intercept mark. Wow. Jeez, he's been good since halfway through the second, Oscar Steen. 3 contested marks. And that's a DC type of mark, hey? Digsby, you're a little bit ahead of us, mate. Can you pause like 10, 15 seconds? We're at 12. We're all at 12:19, 12:20, 12:21. Yeah, you're about 10, 15 ahead of us, I'd say. Will Hayes out the back. AJ. And just lowers his eyes, finds Brady Gray, who will have a set shot 30 out right in front of the big sticks. Does remind me, I do need to... Ash has been okay. He's starting to warm into the game. So I need to adjust the settings for the watch along because I want it to be as in tune as possible with you guys. Content, live. Where's the studio here? How do you do it again? I'll do it after this. Don't worry about it. Oh, we missed. Brady Gray missed from right in front, did he? And Gold Coast go end to end, by the way. I'm at 13:51, Digsby. I'm not sure if DC will re-sign, hopefully. Look, he is from Western Australia at the end of the day. Just saying. And they convert. Hurts when you miss something like that, 30 out right in front. Go back the other way from end to end. Kick-ins, look, scoring from a kick-in like they did just then, it's extremely unlikely to score from end to end like that. Like at AFL level, if you can kick a goal a game from kick-in, you're actually going pretty well. You'd be considered one of the best teams from kick-ins. That's how rare it is. So whenever a team concedes all the way from kick-in, when you've set up your whole your whole picture, your whole field. Coaches don't like that. "15 minutes played. Oscar Steen in the middle with Brady Gray. That is Harrison Kennedy, I believe, and Ed Allen in the middle. Number 63. I think that's Kennedy, guys. I think. I'm at 15:28, Digsby. 15:30. Good double tackle there. Smith is down back, Mick. So I'm not sure if you're aware. Smith's been playing almost exclusively backline for the most part of the year. Yep, 15:57. Perfect, Digsby. Perfect. Hey, are you guys lagging a little bit with the VFL stream? Mine's like, it's a bit scratchy. Surely that's not just me. I mean, my internet's supposed to be elite. So if it's just me, I'd be concerned. When push comes to shove, Ned Long or Mitchell? Don't know, mate. Hopefully it doesn't have to be one or the other. I think the game against Carlton, which is the first test, is it's a good sign. That shows they could probably play together. Oh, good mark, AJ. That's going to hurt, though. Oh, what? They didn't pay the mark? Dogs. Come on. Didn't they read the storyline for the game? AJ kicks a goal on return. It's a bad stream. Yeah. Fair whack. Bloody oath it was. Today will be another interesting battle. Look, here's the thing. Gold Coast in another way as well. They've gone end-to-end again from kick-in. You're kidding. Fuck. Thing is, Gold Coast are also a very good contest clearance side, but the difference is, compared to Carlton, is they have some outside class. Yeah, 66-50. This stream is unbearable right now. It's been fine up until this point. Nah, don't pause, Digsby, because it's happening to me as well. It's happening to everyone who's watching. Two goals back-to-back from kick-ins for Gold Coast. That's just... You don't want to be seeing that. Our AFL side has had bad scores from kick-ins. Let's see. Stewie, we all have bad lag, my brother. Let me see here. Team stats 2025, opposition averages, scores from kick-ins. Look, even if they are scoring from kick-in, it's not the worst thing. We're like bottom 6. But in the grand scheme of things, conceding 5 points a game from kick-in isn't the worst thing. You'd be more concerned if you're conceding from turnover and stoppages, which are the main score sources in footy. Just creating so much buzz that the stream can't handle it. Love it, mate. Kerr, a little bit shaky on his disposal, but he missed the whole year from ACL, didn't he? Cochrane, go, son! Cochrane misses to the left. 66-51. It's been a relatively entertaining game for VFL, can't lie. It's always helpful when there's a bunch of AFL listed players in it as well. And hey, Man, there's a lot more hype around the VFL when it's the curtain raiser for an AFL game. I think they should do this more often. I guarantee you, I don't know how many people are watching right now because I don't have it open on my stream, but if half of you wouldn't be here if this wasn't a precursor to the AFL. I'm almost certain. Do you agree? What about Will Hayes? Oh, what's he done? He's been quiet, Will Hayes. He's been quiet. But we haven't had many opportunities to get out the back. And when we have, he's actually been the one kicking inside 50. Oh, wow. Farah got up there. Good. Hold it up. Roo. Collingwood hacked the ball out of their back line. It's going to go right back in, though. We're under the pump here. Hey, Glover. Great intercept mark. And now the rebound. DeMattia gets it out wide to Brady Gray. Bit of a wayward hand pass, but it works. Pies trying to surge forward, but Gold Coast just covering us really well here. We go for the switch. The switch is completed. Cochrane to Marnie. Marnie looks in. This is good. This is a good build-up. Bennett's inside 50. And Noah Howe is on the end of it. That is the best play of the day for the Pies. That is gorgeous. Champagne. Boston, brother. Up the Pies. Welcome. Welcome. Stick around, my friend. Stick around. What a transition that was from end to end. This will be crucial for House to kick it. A little bit of a glitch though. And he's put it in. Huge response. 57. 10 points of margin. Very nice. How long did it take you to grow the beard? Look, if you call this a beard, fair enough. I've been growing it for 3 weeks. I'm trying to grow it. I think I'm going to hold on to it for a few more weeks and then just keep getting it touched up a little bit to make it look somewhat respectable. You notice it, Mick? Are you asking because you notice it's not normally, there's normally no facial hair on his baby face? What can I tell you about Noah Howes? Mate, not much. I'm learning along with you, to be honest. He's been good in the contest. He's slowly finding his feet. There's that viral footage of him taking a specky on Jeremy Howe in training. Kid's got potential. He's from the Samful, guys. He's from the Samful, I believe. Intercept mark by Charlie Dean. I think momentum slowly going our way now. That's got to be 50. Surely. Yep. Come with me. Come with me. All right. Another chance. Late in the quarter. Howe's leading up again. He does. He's a big fella. I'll tell you that much. Wowee. Yeah, from Samful, only 19. He's a big boy for 19. He's filled out quite well. Imagine if we've won Tats Lotto. If Noah Howes and Charlie West, that'd be huge if they hit. Another goal. That's his 4th or 3rd. 4 points the margin. We have a game on our hands. I can tell you're half Mauritian. Full Greeks have 5 o'clock shadow like that. Full Greeks have 5 o'clock shadow like that. Diles, I don't understand what that means. But if I'm half Mauritians are supposed to be hairy, no? I don't know. Maybe Mauritians aren't hairy. I don't know. Yeah, Gray is a good ball user for the VFL. He actually played in the AFL for the Dockers. Three points, the margin. 4 points, sorry. Big Roo in there with Ned. Look for the Pies to shark a tap here. Brady Gray does exactly that. Marnie. Ed Allen. And out of bounds on a full. Not the worst result. We can lock him in here. "26 minutes played. Please don't let them go end to end again. This will be a coach killer. Go glove. Get it out. Go. Hands. Come on, Harry. You better be a good option for that type of kick. That's holding! As if. Hi! Yes. House is on fire. Fuck, he's cooking. 3 goals in 5 minutes. He's going back for goal number 5. He's announcing himself tonight. Finish it, son. Yes, Pies in front. Let's go. I am enjoying this. This is perking me up for the AFL game. Tell you that much. Let's go. He has arrived. Great response. 69-67. If Howes keeps going like this, he won't be too far for debut. Oh, look. Yeah. Not this year, though. But good building blocks for next year. Go piss. Go piss, MD. Oh, they're going to give front on there. See, that's just silly defending. Like, why turn your back like that? Anyways. Magnificent maths. You fancy Roses, do ya? Digsby, by the way, what business do you have waking up just an hour ago? Is that what you said before? Are you sick? Are you sick? Are you a night? Do you work the graveyard shift? Is Hauser similar type to Charlie West? Bigger, taller, longer. At the end of the day, Mick, you want your key tall forwards to possess similar traits: contested mark, ability to lead up to the footy, lead back to goals, good at ground ball level, good forward 50 tackling pressure, good running engine. That's a coach. That's going to hurt. Zach McCarthy, he's going to be something by the looks of it. Farah lines up to potentially put them in front as we near the third quarter break. If Pies have top stop cemented and it's round 23, yeah, 100%. Potentially he could debut against the Melbourne if there's nothing to lose. Being mindful that you don't want to you don't want to rest too many players because you already get the week off before the final series now. Hello, Manny. It's 5 p.m. now. I'm starting to lift. I need you to lift. Come on, guys. When I say houses longer, you know what I mean. Behave, mate. It's 5:30. It's not even Pies Footy Uncut yet. Pies Footy Uncut starts at 11, Stewie. Keep it down, brother. Keep your little stew down, all right, mate? $69 all. How about that? Cop that. Cop that, lad. 6969. Boundary throw in on the wing. I mean, 2 centimeters makes a difference though, no, Rick? He also looks longer. His wingspan, if you want me to elaborate. Stewie, Manny only eats 2-3 days a week, mate. He doesn't eat on a weekend. He's fueled. He's already fueled, Manny. Giggity. Giggity. Chris, mate, no good. I think everyone's got the flu at the moment, mate. Just, yeah. Hopefully you feel a little bit better after the game today. Ash Johnson gets a shot after the third quarter siren. Here we go. Here we go. Big moment, AJ. Six nine. Here we go. Mate, they will absolutely get around him if he dobs this. Get around him. Get around the man. You. He loves it. Hey. That's good for footy. That's good for footy. Can't help but to smile at that. Good stuff. Good stuff, AJ. Let's Oge. All right, we'll be back 3/4 time. We'll be back soon. All right. The chips are down in the fourth quarter as Gold Coast trail by a goal, which means the Pies lead by 6. Huge. Fourth quarter is just about to resume. If they could show us the screen, that would be nice. All right, we're live. Repeat stoppage in the center. It's a feisty one. The boys are on here. Hey, come on. Dog. Give it a rest, man. It's hot in here. They're going to give the free kick to Ned Moyle after all that, are they? Good tackles by Parker and DeMattia. Team tackle. Noah Houser's kicked 5. He's pretty much announced himself to the Collingwood faithful. Oscar Steen has been good. It's been quite a good battle between himself and Ned Moyle. Ed Allen's been good. Joel Cochran's been pretty good. And Gold Coast Sexton kicks from the boundary. It's a nice finish, to be truthful. 75 all. Fuck. Strong start from the Suns. Dyson's. Why does that sound familiar? Dyson's. What type of business is that, Stewie? Yeah, so we're at Digsby. I'm at 207. So try get it back to there if you can, mate. That goes for everyone. I need everyone in sync with me. Or at least just don't no spoilers. Bus company. Never heard of Dyson's a bus company, but bus company, there you go. Must be a Thomastown thing, huh? You're right, Digsby. No stress, mate. Ed Allen, nice little gather there. Gets caught, though. Just gets the disposal off. That's all I thought. Vacuums. Mick, don't get us started on the cameraman. Mate, you should have seen the first quarter. Nicole, that's not too bad, 3:15. I'm at 3:08. You can pause it, or you can actually put it in slow-mo until you're up and until you're where we're at. You can use the scoreboard, which is here. So you go slow-mo to 0.5 until you see that time, if you want to be equal. Mate, the northern suburbs is seriously like another country to me. I don't cross the Yarra, mate. I'm a boy from the southeast suburbs, born and bred. Born in now Narre Warren, but now hailing out of the burbs of, I shall not disclose, but I'm sure most of you know anyways. St. John's. Gee whiz. And the Pies get one back. Look at this. Oh, friends. We got friends in the chat. Old timers. Southeast represent my friend Benny. Pies up by a goal. Where's the best Greek food in Melbourne? Look, your best bet is probably just going to Oakley, going to Eaton Mall, EATON MALL. You could also go to like Stalactites in a city, but is that a bit overrated? Maybe. I think if you want like traditional Greek food, Oakley, Galimera does the Greek style souvlakia where you got pork in it rather than lamb. I'm sure there's a few northern suburb recommendations that Andreas can suggest as well. But Oakley definitely gives you like this Greece vibe. Peninsula, Benny. At school boys. You're in the southeast burbs. Wouldn't have been hard to pick that, Southeast Wolf. Little Athens, that's it. That's what they call it. Yeah, Oakley is definitely a best bet. But there's Greek cuisine everywhere in Melbourne. Joseph, Suns -6.5, you reckon? What do you mean -6.5? Wait, are the Pies the underdogs in this, in the AFL game? Or is this the VFL game? Surely the Pies aren't underdogs. And there's no way Gold Coast are worthy of a -6.5 margin. Gold Coast go inside. Great kick to the fat side. Is that 50? Don't know, but that was an unreal kick. Perfect kick for the forward. He's would have been licking his lips. Pies are underdogs. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Mick, that's the second time someone's used the wedding cameraman reference. I've never heard of that. Like people make a joke of a bad cameraman and refer to the wedding cameraman. Why? Come down to Reservoir Andoni? Nah, I can't. The closest I've been was when I used to go to La Trobe University for soccer when I was like 18. I used to go to Bandura. Hello, Andreas, you give me recommendations as well. The Aegean in Fitzroy. Jim's Greek Tavern, yep. Fair. 81 all, meanwhile, in the VFL. Bum, ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum. If you come to the North End, come packed. Mate, I'll stay safe and sound where I am, mate, in the southeast. Sun's going to win, says Joseph. Fair, bro, fair. You know, I don't know if I've told this story. Maybe I have. I had a pet lamb when I was like 9 years old. Remember, keyword pet. Pet lamb. Her name was Layla. She was my pet lamb for 3 months. And then one day, conveniently, she ran away from our front yard. And then I went into the backyard that same day, and Layla's sheepskin was hanging on the tree, and there was a noose hanging by the balcony. It was fair to say Layla the lamb wasn't roaming the streets of Oakley. She was cooling down in the refrigerator, in the backyard refrigerator. And I didn't eat lamb for like 6 years after that. Papu didn't do his best work in trying to hide what he had done. The ground is dewy. It is Gold Coast with that. I think it's 50% humidity. Had a block, thank you. Surely. Ooh. Algeria nearly had his third there. Go on. Puts us in front though. Here we go. Lamb kebabs are lit. Like I said earlier, for those who are joining us now, I think my dinner of choice tonight will be a kebab meat and rice with cheese and some black olives as well, with some mayo and tomato sauce, I think. It must be the initiation to Greek Easter, hey Mick? For your pet lamb to get slaughtered. That's the game, man. Game's a game, apparently. When your best mate becomes fucking Greek Easter on your table. 81, 83. Yeah, Ricky. Proper Greek food. Slaughtered lamb. All right, can we get some transition here? Back in. No jalapenos, Southeast. I'm not a big spice man. The VFL team with a heart attack material right now, I know. Somebody's got to do it at some level. Steen gets a nice little claw. Domades, Ella Andres Redomades. I like a good Domades. Yemi Star goes well. Greatness is absolutely dialed into this game right now. Ed Allen, good clearing hand pass in the contest. High? Surely. See, Manny, I haven't run into an account with headless chickens running in the backyard. Although I have Greek family relatives who have told me that story before. Your old man ate your pet duck. Go, Howes. Give him the hands. Oh, he's absolutely cooked it, hasn't he? No. Oh, he had too many options, Noah Howes. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry about your duck, mate, but that is also... Hey, look, you know what I say? If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Right, Tony? Right, Tony? Old man ate your duck. Fuck. Pricks. The good thing about the VFL team, Pierre, is we are having a little bit of continuity with the VFL listed players and even the AFL listed players. There is synergy there because we are managing to field a somewhat consistent side. Manny, you remind me of a headless chicken, Malaka. You look like the type of guy to run through a brick wall and then get up and run around again. That's you. Manny, stop talking about yourself. We had a pet pig on our farm. We found it hanging from a tree. My uncle said the pig... the pet... That is the best thing ever. My uncle said the pig killed himself. Oh, that's the best story. That's nothing's gonna beat that tonight. We had a pet pig on our farm. We found it hanging from a tree. My uncle said the pig killed himself. Mate, that is fucking gold. That is good. So the duck that was eventually eaten by your old man, you actually introduced your duck to your mates at school. All right, these stories are getting funny. You brought the duck to school. Fuck. How long after did your old man eat the duck? I stole a lamb off a Greek neighbor as a kid. True story. I gave it to my uncle on his farm. Hey, mate, it's a war of attrition out there, isn't it, Stu? Mick, you had cow's milk straight from the teat, huh? I heard that has great benefit to your testosterone levels if you take it straight from the teat. That's what I heard. It was a bull. Mick, that wasn't a cow. That was a bull, huh? With that hidia and everything, huh? Let's be honest. You know, your memory's fading, but we'll remind you of what actually happened. Careful, guys. The RSPCA is watching this stream because they're still looking for a wombat. They might have just found them a few murder cases as well to work with. Parker is down, says Greatness. Rue with a bit of a spike there. Good intercept mark by Sam Glover. He's been really good today defensively. Looks to recycle through Charlie Dean. Switch it to the other side. Finds Cochrane. Dean again. Overlap. Cochrane then overlaps. Gives it back to Dean. Pye's in a bit of a kerfuffle here. And the inevitable happens. Gold Coast do turn it over. Defended the ground really well there. And Rogers will line up to potentially put them back in front. We were camping once and we had a great idea of having lamb on a spit. Tried stealing one at a farm. The shit you do when you have the munchies, no lamb. So you had the munchies and you went on a quest to conquer a lamb and you didn't succeed. And you still had the munchies. Digsby, you're too far ahead. Why you do this? You're about 10 seconds ahead of us now, brother. I hate that, by the way, when these guys line up for a set shot. I hate it when they find another inside 50 mark like that. Digsby, you can see where we're at 1801, 1802. Look at the scoreboard in the bottom left here. And Sexton converts. $87-83 reads the scoreboard in Gold Coast's favour. They're hard to catch. 4 of us gave it a good crack. It's all right, mate. I hope you had better luck catching birds at the nightclubs, my friend. Yeah, Digsby, use the speed control in the stream, in the VFL stream. Make it 0.5 so you can align it with the score on the YouTube live stream. Pausing won't work. How much overtime at a guess? Like how much time on Pia? Oh, I'm not too sure. I'm actually not too sure how many goals there's been in this quarter. Good tackle, DeMattia. Rue gets the handball out. Rogers has had a big fourth quarter. No, that's out. Thank you. Tell the RSPCA to call my uncle. I'd say 20. I think we'll get to 26.5 at this point. So FYI, while we're all here, we'll do a pre-game show at 6:30. We'll probably go to about 7:10. I'll have my dinner, and then we'll do the watch along there at like 7:35, I think. Pendles is a sub. That's cool. Not overly surprised. Remember, he was in the rehab group on Monday. Good tackle, Harry. Lombard shakes that. Tries to take on Rue. He's rooted that to the goal square. Cochrane tries to kill it. Does it again. Oh. He's going to pay that. Fuck. Damn. Gold Coast lead by 10 points. Unfortunate that. It was a messy one, wasn't it? But they got it. All right. Pies need to respond quickly. Need a quick response here, that's for sure. Cigare, it's over. Not yet. I find it hard watching the game as I get too pumped up. Yeah. Join the club, Pierre. That's why we do the post game, because we're not going to fall asleep anytime soon anyways. May as well stay up and talk jargon until we can fall asleep. Yeah, time to go rocker mode, AB. Full rocker. Ned gets some real good distance on that handball there. Brady battled all day. Ed Allen's been a bit quiet this second half. Cigare. Gold Coast. Another shot on goal. And they've got a mark. Caleb Lewis. This should almost be a goal for Gold Coast, and then it will be over. Unfortunate. We really took it to them. Stats probably, without looking at them, haven't gone our way. We probably were more efficient at times to stay in the game. And he's missed, which is handy. There's still a pulse. Work tomorrow, MD? What time? Will Parker? Parker, you're fired. Down a wing. Boys look a little bit tired on their feet. Harry, good gather. Gives the hands to AJ. AJ, good hand forward. Marnie. Let's go! 2. And there's a chance. Manny says it's over, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. 94-89, Harry Marnie. Goal. Goal. Might be another kick after the siren. True. How many goals have there been in this quarter? And we can probably gauge. There's been a few stoppages as well, haven't there? So there's been 6 goals this quarter. Just bang it to Howes at this point. If this is a precursor to what to expect in the AFL game, we're in for a treat. Oh, Rogers has been good, man. They'll get the clearance through Lombard. Go Cochrane, run, son. Yeah, I think there's a couple minutes. Ball! Oh, Bennett's got to take that, son. Go, Ed. Surely that was a 360, bro. That was a 720. Insufficient intent. Yeah, surely. Ooh, is that 15? It's not. Inside 50. Steen has a crack. Surely it falls back into Collingwood's hands. Good Glover. Oh, he's dropped it. Goes back inside. Johnson just mistimes that. Howes spikes it down. AJ hands. Great. Brady Gray. Oh, man, he's dropped what he should have taken. Fuck ya. AJ! Ah, he's missed it, you prick. 94-90. Kick in from Gold Coast. AJ's been okay. He's kicked a goal. Couple nice marks. Just had another shot on target, but just missed. Hello, Manny. There's my brother for you. Chris, it's Cassette. Ooh. Paid the mark, really. Chris is here, Manny. He just called you Manny Malaka. Yeah, full rocker. Dude, what is this fucking cameraman? There's a few Collingwood players there. We have to take this. Manny, go watch Chris's latest video. You go see his guns. The Brazza. Go see them. Couldn't be much long left. I'd say minute and a half. Boundary throwing on the wing. Ed, do something, son. Go on. Good kick. He might get it back here. Bennett's, give it to Allen. Do something for us, son. Looks inside 50. Good little tap. Brady Gray, shoot. It's short. AJ, tap. Oh, keep it in. Boundary throw in. Deep inside Collingwood's forward 50. Can we snare this one? Can't be much long left. Will Hayes on the outside. Does he go for goal? Howes! No, that was his chance. Get him! Don't know if we've got enough time here. Dean with the intercept. Huge. Kick. Get it in. Gray, give the hands. Just go in. Oh. Marty. Let's go. Pies 9-6. Leeds Gold Coast 9-4. Huge. The intercept from Charlie Dean with the kick into the corridor to Brady Gray. And then Marnie just persists on the outside and finishes exactly what he should have done. Not long left. Hey, Presty time. Presty. Presty, man. Presty. Prestigio camo time. Hey, somebody tell the timekeeper the game's done. The game's over. The game's over, man. Jeez. Collingwood will get the inside 50. DeMattia! And he ices it! He calls game, brother. You. And that is all she will write. Elder Manny, you said the game was over 10 minutes ago. Who are ya? Tusre malaka. Gamoto mana. Gamoto manamu. Asturialo napate. Vlima. Yeah, over for Gold Coast. Hey, Manny. Shh. Good omen for the AFL Pies. Intercept Cochrane. Hey. Settle. Settle. Steve-O. Oh, big mark by Farah. He's going to take this. Fuck, he's kicked it, eh? All right, then. Wow. Wow. 100 to 102. Oh, my box square isn't big enough for the score. All right, so it's not over yet, admittedly. It's the cardiac pies in the VFL. Forget the AFL now. Get it in. Let's go. Huge. Huge. Pies win 102 to 100. Huge. Now the focus is to the AFL Pies. Guys, I'm going to have a break. Pre-game show in 13 minutes. We'll see you there.